Lady!
You don't want none of this.
Hey, Stash!
Check 52. Watch twist.
Now the first career carry for the Penn State star Miles Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, alert 3.
Kill.
Check 24.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
36.
Let's go. Great.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now on 4th down. Ross on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here,
Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stop your whining.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Touchdown, Washington. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
from midfield. Here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Haskins will throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Go.
Hey, pick your game up. He's coming. We got something.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. These two teams all tied after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
20!
Watch the slant.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Redskins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Been a long day for you.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They run with Thompson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. We own them. We own them.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go. 280.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run at Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Check 99! Check 99! Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Haskins to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting!
50! Hey, watch the screen!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Deshaun Jackson, incomplete. He was covered by Josh Norman.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on second down. Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Sproles, the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
Now a carry for Sanders. And an out of the run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's going to be a long.
Great 57.
It's going to be a long.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Wentz now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 52. Focus, defense, focus.
On play action, Haskins. Flushed out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tighten up, pull it together.
On the draw, they go to Geis, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. $12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go with Howard again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. All day, just like that.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Me and you all day.
Another run with Sanders. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now here's Ross. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets, they have taken the lead late now over the Bills. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
Done!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.